Senegal has been mired in political crisis since the postponement of this month's presidential election. Demonstrations in support of President Macky Sall took place in a residential area in the Senegalese capital Dakar a few hours after the opposition rallies. Sall has put off the decision to set an election until after talks with political and social actors from Monday, with hopes of reaching an agreement by Tuesday. Opposition players and civil society groups have rejected calls for dialogue. In an apparent move to pacify public opinion, Sall says he will consider provisional releases, pardons, or an amnesty law for opposition figures in jail. Sall's supporters, however, believe the election date matters little and have defended his track record.
There
is no president here in Senegal who has done better than President Macky Sall. So hats off to him. We say thank you to you, President Macky Sall. We are really very happy and proud of him. Today, therefore, we see him leaving through the front door, but we would really like him to stay on. But unfortunately, as you know, at the moment, the context is there and we are very satisfied with him.
We, the chiefs of Dakar, today stood up as one man to say stop to this opposition, which excels only in manipulation and lies. Speaking of dialogue, dialogue has been a Senegalese tradition since 1992, and it was dialogue that gave us the consensual code of K. Bambey. In 2018, it was through dialogue that we were able to elect mayors by universal suffrage. These are steps forward, which is why I say to you again and again that these elections will be fixed. All the opposition has to do is enter into dialogue with President Macky Sall, and they will set a date for the elections.
In Sudan, 7 civilians have been killed and several others were injured in artillery shelling in the capital. That's according to an activist group called the Southern Khartoum Emergency Room. Fighting between the Sudanese military and the rival paramilitary rapid support forces has entered the 11th month, with international mediation efforts failing to secure a ceasefire. Nawa Mukhaddin has more from Port Sudan.
The source of the shelling has not been confirmed, but the area has been under the control of the Rapid Support Forces, RSF, since the war started in April 2023. Neighborhoods in the South Khartoum region have seen artillery fire many times. That has resulted in casualties. The emergency room's statement confirmed that the deaths in this incident included women and children, with injuries ranging from minor to critical. Victims were transported to nearby hospitals. The neighborhood was also shelled in early December last year, resulting in a high number of casualties. Since mid-April, the war between the Sudanese army and the RSF that started in Khartoum has spread to parts of Darfur, Kordofan, and Al Jazeera states. Hundreds of thousands have been displaced into safer regions, causing the world's biggest internal displacement crisis. Naba Muhyiddin, CGTN, Port Sudan.